Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I thought I would just add an extra video for Valentine's. Haven't made any Valentines this year, and so I was playing around with some scraps and thought it would be fun to do a little TikTok video. So while I was at it, I created this one. So I technically did 2 Valentines for Valentine's Day. This is a old thing I've done back when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I did something like this where you weave the 2 pieces of paper together. So I just created a curve, and then I was going to cut it, and then I decided I wanted it to be straight and accurate. So I have a little bit of an edge to trim off there, so I'm going to tape them together just to hold them straight for me, and I'm going to trim the bottom off straight so that they'll match up. Yeah, let's just do it on here. This is how I always work, a little chaotically, I guess. Alright, so I've got that, and then I'm going to do strips on the square half, so I'm going to use my cutting board and determine where the cuts are going to start. So right there. That makes that bottom section fairly square. Pull out my X-Acto knife, and doing it about a ½ inch apart. And something you don't see me do is this is a little bit thicker. You know, it's cardstock quality thickness. It's old scrapbook paper, so I'm not sure exactly the thickness. But I end up actually cutting a little bit of a gap in them so that they lay flatter when I weave them together. And I just end up doing that with a scissor later, which you don't see. Sorry about that. But I go to weave them and it's so tight that I just had to give them a little bit of a gap. And the red one is thinner. See there, you can see the gap is there now. Just going to put that in and just weave them. Make a little heart. And I have this sketchbook that has a few empty places and this one spot with just some cleaned off leftover paint. It's actually paint and gesso. It's quite rough. It's got that rough gesso on there. But I figured it would make a good contrast to my yellow and red heart. And I'm just weaving every other one back and forth. It still curves a little bit, but once I glue it down, I get it pretty flat. I'm just pushing them all down. I want to make sure they all fit. So I hope you are having a good Valentine's or have a good Valentine. Do something fun today. There, so now we have our little woven heart. And I'm just going to take a glue stick and glue the little ends down so they'll stay put. Keep pushing things together. That yellow paper is also really textured, so it actually needs a little extra gluing. I end up doing it on the front and the back. And it's almost too big to fit on my little journal page. It goes right to the edge. Stick a little into that one. Probably didn't really need to do that, but I wanted to make sure it stayed down, and it ends up gushing a little glue out in the bottom. Alright. I'm just going to hold that down till the glue sets. There we go. And I decide to add, I have a red marker, and thought I would just do an outline around the heart. I don't know that it needed it, but I just felt like I wanted it there. Then I add a few extra hearts for good measure. Then I add a quote. It kind of cuts off when I'm doing it, but the quote I put on there was, "The most powerful weapon in the universe is love." There it is. I hope you liked that. If you did, please give it a thumb up, and happy Valentine's Day.